So, you're doing really well in your home market and you're ready to expand into a new country. You've got a great set of keywords that are working well, so you can just translate them into the language of your new market, right? Wrong. No, do not translate your keywords. It's important to always conduct fresh keyword research for each new market that you enter. Simply translating your keywords will see you missing out on the actual search terms used for your product or service and potentially waste a lot of money on irrelevant terms. International keyword research should follow a three-pronged approach, and we'll look at each of those in turn. Firstly, the language. This is an obvious one. When you're conducting keyword research, you need to be aware of the various quirks of language that could mean that people don't search in the way you might expect. For example, people could search for compound nouns in their compound and separate forms, and they could search for accented words with or without the accents. There might also be differences in terminology between different variants of the same language, like British and American English. The content on your pages should always be linguistically correct, but if your keyword research reveals that incorrectly spelt compound nouns and accented words have a high search volume, you might want to include those in your PPC keyword lists. Secondly, the culture. A person's culture affects the kinds of things they search for online. For example, people from Western cultures tend to focus on nouns, whereas people from Eastern cultures tend to focus on verbs, even when they're talking about the same thing. So, whilst a British person might typically search for long-handled broom, a Chinese person might instead search for something like broom for sweeping. Knowing these kinds of cultural differences will allow you to target the right kinds of keywords in your content. And finally, the search engines. If you're doing international keyword research, you might have to use keyword tools on various search engines. You're probably used to using Keyword Planner on Google, but did you know that Baidu is the most popular search engine in China, that Yandex dominates in Russia, and that Naver has a significant search share in South Korea? All these search engines have their own keyword research tools, and you should use them when doing keyword research in these markets, as they will have the most accurate search volume data. Can you think of any other tips on how to conduct international keyword research? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, if you want to learn more, you can read our full guide on this topic on our training platform. Check it out using the link in the description.